Hi, my name is James Sommerville, and I'm a graphic designer. I'd like to tell you my Prince's Trust story and how that evolves from the Prince's Trust to the King's Trust. Yes, back in 1986, I'm a young design student with a crazy hairstyle, not like now. And I rolled out of art college in Batley in West Yorkshire with my good friend Simon Needham. We had this crazy idea, partly because we couldn't find a job, but we had this crazy idea to start a graphic design studio and find clients. But with no money, no experience, no studio, and no clients, we thought, well, let's go to the bank. They said no. We can't blame them now if we look back, but at the time it was a little frustrating and we just hit roadblocks. We were wondering where we were going next. And then one day we heard about the Prince's Trust. And we didn't know much about the Prince's Trust, but we thought we have nothing to lose. And we went and pitched our idea and we wrote a business plan on a side of A4 paper. And not two sides, just one side. And we presented it to a gentleman. And the guy at the other side of the table, I remember his name, Harry. I always remember that. And he looked at Simon and I and he said, I really like this idea. I can see that you guys have got a skill that, I don't have, you're designers. And he said, let us think about it and get back to you. The very next day, we got a call from the Prince's Trust. And they said, we would like to support you guys in your journey to open a design studio, and we'd like to give you £1,000 each, £2,000 to start your business. £2,000 in 1986 to two guys on the dole who were pavement artists is like, seriously, we've won the jackpot. I'll be honest, we went and bought a bottle of champagne. Probably shouldn't have done, but don't tell the trust that. And the rest of the money went towards a new piece of technology called an Apple Macintosh. And we invested in that. We were just blown away by it. And we just thought, this is the future. Naively, but maybe not. And an attic then grew. And over 25 years, we grew studios around the world, employed over 1,000 amazing people, had some fantastic clients, and really, fulfilled our dreams. And we fulfilled our dreams because the Prince's Trust said yes. Fast forward 40 years, when I was asked to creatively lead the rebrand from the Prince's Trust to the King's Trust, I was extremely honored and proud to be invited to be the creative director of this project. What a great thing to give back when the Trust helped me 40 years ago. One of the exciting things about this particular project was the way that the team at the Trust, it allowed me to introduce a new way of working. I wanted to approach the project in a very collaborative manner. Everyone and anyone can design a logo, but I think that's the what, that's the badge, that's the thing that will live on a lapel or a billboard. I think it's the hows that attracted me as well. How can we do this differently? I invited what I would call creative rock stars, superstars in different fields. I invited a calligrapher that's done the most amazing work, typographically, illustratively, and graphically. A type designer who crafts fonts every day. A wayfinding designer who directs us on railway stations and motorways and places where we need to know where we're going. A global system thinker and a signwriter. A signwriter who works with traditional crafts that have almost disappeared. And the reason for inviting this group of people is I'm mixing tradition and craft that is 100 years old with modernity and system thinking, which is on the cusp of today's modern brands. When I look at the logo itself, there's a story in every logo, but I think what we're trying to communicate here is pay respect to our founding president and the heritage of the trust over the last 50 years and what His Majesty's vision was for the trust in 1976. So that's like, check. But yet at the same time, how do we appeal to a 16, 17-year-old on TikTok or Snapchat tomorrow? So the logo itself at first glance is a crown, and hopefully we see that. But the story beneath that is there's a central oval and a circle on top. In the center of our logo is a young person. And that's really, if we take nothing away, that's what the trust has done for 50 years. Place that young person at the center, including me and Simon. And at the side of that young person, that's the trust. Those are people working hard every day to support that young person. Underneath the logo is a tagline. And most brands have a tagline that, a little bit more empowering and, emotional. And we wanted something that was very direct and explains exactly what the trust does. Working for young people. Full stop, period. That's it. That's what the trust has done for almost 50 years. That's what the trust will be doing for the next 50 or more years. So really, it's just about simplifying it down to, the basic information that people need. When they look at an icon or look at their name, they may recognize it, but they think, well, what does this organization do? And we believe that now with a tagline to support the logo, it's at least that shorthand version to explain and to communicate multiple languages, but to communicate exactly what the trust is there to do. Their mission, their objective, their goal is to work for young people. And the tagline and the logo work hand in hand in the sense we're trying to illustrate that story in the logo and deliver that message in the tagline. Peace out.